Okay, next, Todd, did you give me a presentation?
Okay, everybody. Well, you know, you say you don't want to be between the group and lunch, and I'm between you guys and the bar, so that's not a good place to be. Show of hands here, do we have any local agency folks here in the room with us right now? 1, 2, 3. Do I see 4? Okay, well, good. Thank you. Well, very good. I know we had a lady in the new member luncheon from Houston, so there are some locals here. Excellent, welcome. So yeah, talk to you about the local agency outreach working group. This group is headed up by Greg Freeman and Travis Kenny, and neither one of them could be here today. So the update I'm giving you is pretty much what Travis gave a couple weeks ago in Albuquerque for the Western Bridge preservation. See if I can get this to work. Hey. So you talked about deliverables, you know, what does this working group do? There's kind of 3 main thrusts to the group, and that's, you know, obviously increase bridge preservation in the local agencies. Get them involved in bridge preservation, sell it to them, make them understand. Educational opportunities are the way that you do that. You educate them on an asset management plan and bridge preservation. And then you identify successes and you use those as case studies. So one of the big things that this group has developed is this introduction to bridge preservation training. I've sat in on a couple of these. This is a really good training. It's aimed at local agencies. It's completely virtual. It's completely free. It's about an hour and a half long, so you know you can kind of do it anywhere, anytime. A couple months ago, they did it for New Mexico. I don't know, 5 or 6 local agencies were involved in that. But it's a really good training. It goes through asset management principles. It goes through treatments. How do you launch a program, and how do you fund it? So there's like a 1-page flyer on our TSP2 website that we can use. You know, we can send this to our LTAPs. We can advertise it. It's information about the training, how you can sign up for it, and then we try to work with the LTAPs and NACE to promote this as well. Another big thing that this group did, they partnered with the Bridge Preservation ETG to look at, it started out as a survey, you know, hey, what local agencies, what are you doing as far as preservation? And they zeroed in on 3 programs, and they wrote this report, which actually became a federal highway publication. But it looks specifically at funding sources, you know, what are the preservation actions that local agencies can do, you know, what's the status of your program, and then what successes have you had? And there's a variety of things out there. The 3 success stories that they zeroed in on were Michigan, Indiana, and California. And, you know, all of them have, you know, I would say very strong LTAPs from a preservation standpoint that understand it, that get it, that promote it, and help the local agencies, you know, get their program started. So what's next for this group? You know, funding, obviously, right? How do I pay for it? And, you know, the new transportation bill, which I think Mario alluded to, you know, there's a lot of grant opportunities in there. Let me just go to here. And I don't know if any of you guys have been involved in doing grants. They're not necessarily the easiest thing. You know, grant opportunities open and close. There's deadlines. They take a long time to write. You may not know what grant would be specifically applicable to preservation. So that's some of the things I think that are opportunities for this group to help locals identify. You know, we mentioned there that New Hampshire's got a pretty good grant writing tutorial. Travis wrote this presentation, so of course he said use consultants, but that's an option. But then copy successful programs, right? I mean, that's one of the things as the partnerships that we preach is, you know, if someone's got success doing something, copy it. Don't reinvent the wheel. But yeah, did want to put a plug in, so anyone, like Nancy said, is welcome to join these groups. The local agency group meets on the 3rd Wednesday of each month at noon, and the link is here, so we'll send the slides out. But you can ask any of us, and we can send the meeting to you. It's a recurring. And I think that is it.
Thanks, Todd.
The preceding was produced by the National Center for Pavement Preservation. More information can be found on the web at pavementpreservation.org. Additional support provided by Michigan State University.